that was one job. I came to appreciate just how difficult it was to tend the boilers, tend the engines. But those snipes were in a class by themselves. Class by themselves. I knew Jim Menke fairly well. Menke wound up in Vietnam. I think I had heard that he'd been killed over there. And then Card was his successor. And then a fellow named Rudicelli.
Oh yeah.
Rudicelli came in as a junior engineering officer while I was on board. And he wound up living about 2 miles from where we lived in Northern Virginia. We got together with
the captain of your boat.
Rudicelli and his wife.
Small world.
Yeah.
It was incredible. This is the galley.
Did you come in here? How many cooks were there?
And these are called coppers. And I discovered why bug juice is called bug juice. Do you know why? So when you've been in port with repairs and stuff for several weeks, maybe months, and then you decide you're going to head out and you're going to prepare a nice meal with, say, rice or pasta. So, Mommy, you fill these coppers up with water, and then there's a jacket here, and you connect a steam line, probably here, right? Connect a steam line, and the steam runs through and will actually, it's so hot, because it comes from the boiler room, it's so hot that it will boil the water in there.
Wow.
You dump your rice in, wait the prescribed amount of time, and boom, you have cooked rice.
Wow.
The only problem is that air was being blown through the ducting here and sucking the steam from the kettles up into the ducting. The only problem with that is that in those air vents were thousands of cockroaches.
Oh my God.
Thousands of cockroaches. So they'd come running here to the source, and the steam coming out of the kettles would kill them. And they tumble down into that rice that you were cooking.
Woo!
And we left port, I think from Hawaii or something, and lit off the kettles, and by God, I went down with the captain actually to look at the first meal underway with great pride, and he was poking around on the rice, said, well, what's this? And I said, oh. And it was obvious that this was a roach.
So you guys had to dump it? You didn't need that?
Of course, we removed it from the line. The line is just...
Yeah, we'll go down
wow,
there.
He remembers. He's got a really good...
The line is just down that ladder there. But that was where bug juice, because then they'd also fall out of the same ducts into the juice that we made.
Oh.
And the crew loved the juice. They drank it.
But nobody died.
Like a bottomless pit or something.
What kind of juice? What kind of juice?
Hawaiian punch.
Hawaiian punch juice? Oh, okay.
Grape. I think they did a lot of grape. I can't remember.
Juice, huh?
Maybe cherry, raspberry. The story I heard when I was going through supply school was one ship thought, wow, this is cool. We'll bring ginkgo lizards on and they'll eat the lizards. They'll eat the roaches. And they did. They grew fat and multiplied. So then the captain said, well, I got to get this population of ginkgo lizards down, from thousands. So he brought on a pair of cats, and they did the natural thing, and pretty soon he had litters of cats all over the place. Our first-class cook, we discovered that he could make cinnamon rolls like you've never tasted before.
Yes.
Never tasted before. And he was our most cherished resource because in the morning you'd wake up and this fantastic smell of cinnamon rolls was everywhere, and it was better than any alarm clock you could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
And he just kept turning them on. I communicated with him probably a little over a year ago. I think he had a restaurant or some sort of shop where he was still baking, still cooking.
Cinnamon rolls.
But this is...
All right, we gotta move on.
The guys who worked here were magic workers, or
Oh, wow.
they either boosted morale or they depressed it. It was amazing how quickly it could turn.